So last week, we did a Swiss ball session more towards the beginners. This week is more of a, we'll call it intermediate 1. Then next week we'll go to intermediate 2. And then for the final week of this little chapter, we're just going to go nuts with advanced exercises. So I would highly recommend practicing these. We're going to do 6 exercises today. Now I'm going to preface this by, if you've been diagnosed with sacroiliac anything, we'll find a different way to do the first exercise. The rest will be fine. If you have pain coming back, the first, third, and last one, don't do it, but I'll remind you. Pain bending forward should be pretty safe for everyone. But if there's any pain at all, just shout out and we'll tackle that as we need. We're going to start with a lunge. Swiss ball lunge. So the first thing I'm going to do is plant my foot. This is my lunging foot. I'm going to spread my toes as much as I can. I can use support if I need. And essentially what I'm going to do, as I go down, I'm going to push the ball back. I can exaggerate. If balance is the thing, pick something on the ground. I'm just going to do 10 each side. I can't count and talk. I think that's 5. Seven. 8. If you have a sacroiliac joint issue, this will likely make it worse. But you might know tomorrow if you do or not. So swapping legs. Now I'm right-legged, so I'm going to finish with my good leg. In theory, I'm right-legged. So, down. So if this is too easy, let me know, so I can make this harder very simply. And we're always keeping belly button towards spine. Want to minimize rotation, so I want to avoid anything like that just for now. I think that's fine. 10. Now let me just get a stick. If there's one exercise that I'm recommending mastering, it's this one. So last week we did lateral ball roll, keeping our feet still. Now we're going to go as far as we can one side, hold, as far as we can back the other side, and hold. Excuse my crotch. Do that better. Get more range this way. Theory. So I'll start going to my left. I've got this stick here for feedback, so I don't want to see one drop down. I've got to keep everything level. And I want to go as far as I can. Find that balance point and hold. Should be significantly harder than last time. Not a huge movement. So we'll just do a couple of seconds hold here, maybe 5. Come out as far as you can. think this is 6. We'll do 10 in total. Last one each. As far as you can. And up we come. Now these next two, quite heavy on the shoulders. So the first one's called a prone bridge. I'll try and do it front on so you get an idea of what I'm doing. We'll do 10 of each. This first one, I'm going to be in this push-up position. I'm going to come onto one side, come up and do one-armed breaststroke. Other side, one-arm breaststroke. Staying on the ball the entire time. So, feet like this. 1. And then straight from that into a push-up. If you can, try and get your feet to be up onto your toes. It makes it a lot harder. For the warm-up set, feel free to keep feet flat. So just 10. So once that's all good, last week we did forward ball roll. Out like this. Today we're going to do it on our toes. So hands apart. We'll just do 10. They come up. And rest. Have a drink. Just seen someone write something. Yeah, these can be as fun or as brutal as you make them.
Brutal, all right. Holy dooly.
Wait for next week. We'll enjoy the simplicity while it lasts. Now, because I myself have a weird sacroiliac at the moment, what I normally do with a lunge is hold 2 dumbbells and do the exercise. But just for my own preservation, I won't today. But feel free to do so if you like. So I'm going to get ready. When I splay my feet, I want my big toe to dissect the middle of my heel. That's where I'm the most strong and stable. If I want to get really picky about it, I want to get my lateral ankle, roll my foot out to hit my finger, so I'm in the neutral foot. And I'm going to base this whole thing around that foot alignment. So here we go. My good side. Always finish on the strong side. Great for the ego. Now the other ones might feel harder, but I'll put that one first because there's gravity going through the spine. Where the rest of these ones, there is no gravity. I don't know if that makes it better or worse for you, but so I'll start this side, that's on. Keep it fresh, as far as I can. It should be almost off the ball. This last one. Right. Prone bridge. This prone bridge one is awesome for neck and shoulder stuff. It's also really good for surfing, that pop-up phase. Have a lot of success with surfing patients and clients. So, Push up. Laura. Good times, eh? Where else would you rather be? Rhetorical question. All right, we'll get one more sneaky set in. All right, must stay hydrated. Any complaints? Let the other mat know.
My only complaint, you're making it look easier than it really is.
It is easy. It's all good about. Apart from the bits that aren't, they're quite tricky. I mean, I had to learn this one at one point too. It makes you feel any better. We finish with a nice easy one. Easier one. Right. That's 600 degrees humidity in here, 200%. So, we'll go front on now. So a good way to know if you've got an SI issue is if you go down, you can't not do that. And when you come up, you sort of, that's called Trendelenburg. That glute's sort of switched off. So you want to get all this as straight as you can. Now I've said that and facing the camera. Let's see what I got. Knee over the toe. Always forever. Now I'm only rotating from belly button up. This should be fairly excruciating if you do it right. May or may not feel this tomorrow. Hopefully in a good way. It's bikini season, fellas, so you're welcome. Doing one leg at anything. One side is going to be naturally a lot easier. So I'm right-legged, this feels very simple. I think this one's probably the one I dislike the most. Means I need to do it more. Right. Remember, hips, shoulders stay parallel the whole time. Right, so we'll do these two together. Bit of a different angle. 10 and 10. Second last one, technically. Forward ball roll. Right, have a drink. A nice gentle finisher. So all the hard work's done. You'll notice that got easier as it went on. Your nervous system warmed up to it, which means your body's using what's called the SAID principle, which means specific adaptations to impose demands. So your nervous system learns really quick what you want it to do. So now, if you feel pain bending forward, this one's a really good one. If coming back really hurts, then just lay down on your back, hug the ball with your feet. Otherwise, sacroiliac joints and all, come as far forward like this. Now what we're going to do is Superman, which means for the next 2-3 minutes, we're going to balance on the ball, go for 3 minutes. All on the ball. Hands and feet don't touch. So you've got to find your balance point on the ball for 3 minutes. So, good metaphor for life, isn't it? Find your balance. 3, 2, 1, go. If you want to ask me questions, now might be a good time. If you want time updates, let me know. It can be a long 3 minutes. You find you're probably sweating more doing this than you will the other stuff. It's about now I should have realised I should have opened the window. Anyway. So we hit 40 seconds. We're right now in the window to build muscle. And we'll be in that window for the next 10 seconds. So right now, we're in the muscle building phase. That's just ended. And now the window's opening up for more strength endurance. So the muscle fibers we're activating is all about muscle and strength endurance right now. So for the next minute or so, we're actually promoting stability within the muscle system, connective tissue, and the nervous system. So you want to hit 3 minutes because that's our postural fibers. So these are the workhorses. 1 minute to go. So the big muscles we use to lift weights, they're anaerobic. They don't need much oxygen. They don't really feed off much oxygen. Where these muscles are tonic, which means they have an aerobic capacity. So that's why breathing is so critical, especially if you're in pain and needing to improve posture and joint mechanics. 20 seconds to go. 10. 9. Well done, guys. That was a toughie.
Whoa.
Next week we'll be on par.
I can't see a damn thing for sweat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sweating's good. It's a good detox.
That was a good workout, mate.
Now, if you ideally you'd have a cold shower and something to eat. That's the magic formula.
No.
So enjoy, fellas. Thank you.
Thanks, man. See ya.
Thanks,